Hi, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Heather and Tony's Music Hour. And in this episode, we're featuring Bill Allan. We had a little bit of different plans today. Bill was going to be our last guest, but we had some schedule changes, and we're very happy that Bill's here. Welcome back, Bill. Having a good old time playing with the percussion instruments.
Yes, Tony, I'll be featuring several sound effects, including...
You got it.
Ew.
the sound of water dripping.
I think the entire show should just be you doing that with like a peaceful, serenading
I
music.
plan on
Yeah.
doing a 3-hour ASMR water dripping
Thank God.
video on my channel.
So
soon.
soothing.
Very
So calming.
The D&D people will love it.
Yes.
Oh my God. The community will be just infatuated with your
Yeah.
your capabilities,
A
Bill.
lot of whispering, just like... Buenos dias. Mi amo es Bill.
Watch the calm sunrise over Isla Mujeres and then disappear softly into the horizon.
Mujeres. All right.
All right, let's get right into it. Heather,
Yes.
what is your band of the week?
My band of the week is, I thought I already did this band, but apparently I didn't. So, my band of the week is Neutral Milk Hotel, which I feel like a lot of people know, even though they're...
See, I didn't know
Kind
they were a
of.
real band. You said it earlier. John
Yes.
Green mentioned it in his book, Will Grayson, Will Grayson.
Yes.
As
Yeah,
was
they
one of
talk
the
about
key
going
plot
to, like,
lines.
a
Yeah, going to
Neutral
a
Milk
Neutral
Hotel
Milk Hotel
concert.
concert, yeah.
Yeah, they're a real band. They're incredible, obviously. I think so. So they start... I'm getting a phone call from California. They
Do you know
started
them?
out... No, it's just a random number.
It's probably Satine.
Oh my
Be
God.
Snoop Dogg.
So they started out in 1989, and they went to 1999, and then they took a break till 2013. They did their little comeback, and they toured for 2 years until 2015, and then now they're done again. But they're from Louisiana. Half of them are from Louisiana, half are from Georgia. There's 4 guys in the band, and they're like the indie rock, psychedelic folk, that kind of, which is a lot of the bands I listen to. And my favorite, just overall thing about them is just how much fun they have at their concerts. They pull out, accordions, and he uses one of those, saw instruments. You know what I'm talking about?
So
Yeah.
are they more...
Yeah, they're just, their concerts are just,
Are they bluegrass then?
No,
They just
but
play
they
with
just...
sound.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
they just kind of,
Interesting.
just all out. And I don't know, they're really cool. Jeff Mangum is the main guy of the band, and he also has his own music. And it's just, I don't know, they're just really fun to watch. I really enjoy watching their live shows on YouTube. Obviously, I haven't seen them, but it's just, they just look like they're having fun, and they're just a goofy group of guys. So yeah, I highly recommend you should check them out, even though they're not really existent anymore, but
That's all right.
Yeah.
Neither is
He's okay.
Elvis, but you should
He's
check
still
him
great.
out, too.
you should check out Elvis too.
Love Elvis.
Yeah, and they're definitely one of my favorite bands, and I can tell that they've definitely steered my
Interest.
yeah.
Sure.
I feel like they were kind of the root of all the music that I listen to now, like Dr.
Really?
Dog and those types
Yeah.
of bands. Because I started listening to them freshman year.
Very
So
interesting.
yeah,
Very cool.
good stuff.
My pick, Tony, for this week is
Oh.
Led Zeppelin. I'm wearing a Zeppelin shirt. I think my wife bought it for me at Target.
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 That's spelled with a Z.
With a J.
Oh, okay.
Because Led Zeppelin represents everything that is cool in rock and roll.
And roll.
Based in the blues, steeped in the blues, if you will,
Sure.
influenced, in fact, by the Mississippi Delta blues, which migrated north to Chicago. But that's a much longer history lesson. So if you haven't experienced Led Zeppelin, a lot of people, be like, well, obviously, Bill, everyone knows what Led Zeppelin is, but
No
dig,
one's
dig deeper.
Dig deep. Yeah.
There's almost every album is great, but I have some picks that I think really define their sound. If I had to pick one, I would just say Led Zeppelin 2. Led Zeppelin 1's fantastic. 4 is also great. Houses of the Holy. Like I said, so many options, but Led Zeppelin 2. If you haven't listened to Led Zeppelin 2 from beginning to end, you should, because the entire album is fantastic. Not a bad track on it. So that's my pick for today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Can I go?
Also, they sell that shirt now that's like
Yeah, it's like the Nirvana thing.
I was just gonna say, you know how like every like 15-year-old girl was wearing like the Nirvana shirt?
Yeah.
That's that shirt now. That exact
Is
same
it
one.
that shirt for like dads, or is it for 15-year-old girls?
It's for
15-year-old
both.
girls.
My dad has one.
But
I've also
yeah.
seen my 10-year-old brother wear one.
I mean,
You
I do have all my vintage concert T-shirts. The problem
Mm-hmm.
is I can't fit into all of them. You know what I'm saying, Ryan? When you get older and your
Put
side
on.
fat and your man boobs fill out the shirt too much, and you just can't
It
squeeze
makes
into
it makes
the-
you look fuller, Bill.
Yeah. So there's a difference between fuller and like defining every curve on my body.
Well,
We
I
could
think
cut out
you
the
should
logo.
define new beauty standards, Bill.
I should.
Because you are beauty.
Or we
So-
could cut out the logo and like stitch it onto a bigger shirt.
Yeah.
Hey, that would be weird, but maybe cool.
But you
I
can
don't
do
know.
it.
Or just cut out the logo and just wear what's left of the shirt.
That too.
That's
Then you feel a little
that
better.
is
'cause
very
it's
weird, Tony.
stretched
Hey,
out.
Tony,
it's what
go ahead.
it's what all the kids are doing now, Bill.
Yeah, no, I that's true. That's true. All right, so
Go to
Tony,
Coachella.
Yeah.
Tony, what's your pick?
You'll fit.
Tell
What's
us.
my pick?
Yeah.
It is this artist that I have been absolutely obsessed about the past few weeks. His name is the tallest man on earth, which is funny because I believe he is only 5'8". I'm sure there's some sort of symbolism to it. I tried to find it, but I could not. His real name is Christian Mattsson. I believe that's how I'm saying it because he is from Sweden, more specifically Dalarna. He was originally in the Swedish band Montezuma's, which again is a little bit funny because that is a Aztec chieftain. I don't know why a Swedish band is called the Montezuma's, but all the more to him.
Who knows?
There's probably
When
no
he
meaning
became
behind it.
influenced by the Swedish folk scene, which is huge. I don't know if you know this. Bernhoft, I think they said Homeless Hank was another one, and they're really cool scene. So he decided to get into it. That was in 2006. Since then, he has released 4 full-length albums and 2 EPs. He is often kind of referenced to Dylan for his very poetic, very mysterious, very symbolic lyrics. And he has a Tiny Desk concert. He's done a show for KEXP, and he played tribute to Sting at the White House by singing Roxanne. He is super. Not only is his voice, it's very.
It's like soothing.
It's very rustic. It's very. It doesn't sound Swedish. It sounds like very much like Louisiana kind of styled folk.
Yeah.
Very folk voice,
American
and
folk
it is
country.
just lovely though. And his words are all absolutely beautiful. Every single sentence could be a
Yeah.
poem on its own. It's
He's
really
cool.
remarkable.
Well, you know the origins, his origins, as you mentioned, harken back to the whole Swedish folk scene. Which, in 2008, when I was in Sweden, I was sharing some music with some friends, and they asked me to go up and play some tunes at a local coffee house. So I did, but I didn't want people to know it was Bill Allan because
You don't want like the press to show.
I don't
Yeah.
want like paparazzi and
No.
stuff. So I came up with a stage name, which was Bjorn Allanson, and I wore like a Thor wig, like a long blonde
God.
Thor wig. So I went up and played some tunes, and I guess Tallest Man in the World emulated my vocal stylings because I was kind of trying to cover my vocal stylings
Tallest
by
Man in
sounding
the
a little
World.
bit more country. So in an indirect way, I'm one of the major influences on Swedish folk.
You know what? I remember him
That's-
saying something
yeah,
about that in
that's
the interview.
beautiful.
There's
Yeah.
a YouTube video about it. If you look for Bjorn Allanson, Swedish folk, you'll find it.
Okay.
I'm gonna have
It's
to
like
look for
08
it.
or 09. Hard to remember. It was
Such
those
a
were-
blur.
Those
Different
were
times.
mysterious times.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when Bill was
It's
younger.
changed.
So
Yes.
let's jam.
Your
Tony.
hair's
What
a
do you
little
think?
different.
Oh no! It's not time to jam
Not
yet,
yet.
because
Oh, okay.
we have our music game, Bill. And are you
Oh,
ready?
yeah.
Because this week we're going to be talking about a few different ways to make sound. As Bill was making his weird noises earlier, and as Heather was talking about Neutral Milk Hotel, one can be reminded that you can make sound in quite a lot of ways.
That's
Most
right.
people might think violins or cellos or trumpets, but today we are going to look at the weirdest instruments in the world, and you will have to guess their name based on a picture.
Okay.
I
Who's ready to
am
begin?
known to not win these games.
Heather has lost, I believe,
Like all of
every
them.
single
Can
game.
I just make a comment to the camera? Heather, I'm going to destroy you.
Okay.
Okay.
Are
go.
you ready for that, Heather?
Yeah.
That's some
Yeah.
trash talk right there.
Yep.
Let's get right into
This
it.
is Bill's studio, so.
I know, but you're going to take him down at his
Yeah.
own house when he sees this picture.
Hey, that looks like me.
It kind of does.
Is it you, Bill? Then you should know what this is. Something so close to your mouth. You
Wait,
gotta
what?
look at
That
this.
guy is blowing into A deflated inner tube. He's blowing through the
Yeah.
inner tube. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's
Are
see
you
the
ready
next
for your
one.
options? No, you
Oh,
Okay.
the name.
Gotta
You gotta
guess
guess
the name. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Is this instrument called the hornucopian drainpipe? B, the long-tailed eel flute. C, the blubby. D, the Getsy whistle.
I feel like the most logical answer would be B, the one about the eel.
Okay. Bill?
I'm gonna say the blubby because if I was that guy and I invented that instrument, a blubby sounds like a cool thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with B.
You're gonna go with B. You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
go
with the
with
blubby.
blubby.
I wish it was the blubby, Bill. It is the hornucopian drainpipe, and it is an entirely 3D printed instrument designed by a company
Wow.
called Monad.
What does it
And it
sound
was just,
like?
I have no idea. It was just featured very recently in an art installation, and
Oh.
apparently it's completely playable though. And
So we're
one
both
person said
wrong?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Both you were wrong. So the
So it's
score is
0-0.
currently 0-0.
Okay.
All right, that's fine. I can accept
All right.
a tie.
Yeah.
Move on,
All right.
Tony. Move
Don't
on.
sweat.
This next one, I'm just gonna drop these lightly onto the ground. Let's see if this is the next one. Nope. Wait,
That's it.
yes it is. All right. This is, believe it or not,
That's
an
an island.
instrument.
What?
Yes, it is.
What part?
I'll explain it to you in a second,
Okay.
but take a good look at it.
Yep.
Take
Got
it
it.
all in.
Yep.
And now these
Got
are your
it.
options. Is it A, the C organ, B, the violin of the Mar, C, Neptune's piano, or D, the whistle of the waves? Would you like any of those repeated?
I'm gonna say you. Okay, Bill wants them repeated.
Bill wants them repeated. Is it A, the C organ?
Hold that up closer to you so the camera can see it.
Ooh,
Like to that.
Krafa said we were going to do it in post.
No.
No?
All right, I
Just
don't
do
know.
it right
Maybe
now.
Krafa will do it.
Got it. Is it A, the C organ?
Mm-hmm.
B, the violin of the Mar, C, Neptune's piano, or D, the whistle of the waves? Heather, can I get an answer from you?
Neptune's piano.
You're going to say Neptune's
Yeah, I'm
piano?
gonna go with Whistle of the Waves.
Gonna go with the whistle of the waves. Again, you are both incorrect. Come on, guys.
What is
There-
it?
All right, ready? It is
Yeah.
a reconstructed seafront in Zadar, Croatia that has been remade into a ginormous organ. And all of the pipes are right beneath that dock right there. And when the waves crash into them, they make a harmonious sound that
That's
attracts
so
many
cool.
tourists. And in fact, believe it or not, this is true, it is the biggest tourist attraction in Zadar, Croatia.
I believe
That's
it.
cool.
Yeah.
So wait, what's it called?
Wrap your mind around that.
What's
It is
what
called the C organ.
The C organ.
Yeah, some of these
really
are very
cool.
blunt, but
Wait.
every once in a while is a weird one. That's why
I
you
want
gotta-
to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
No,
anything
it's
else in
pretty
Croatia?
Yeah.
Cool.
Like they filmed part of Game of Thrones.
Oh, they
Oh.
do. Yeah.
There you
you're
go.
Right.
That's the only.
We,
Yeah.
we
other
watched
thing I
that
really know
documentary about
Croatia.
it.
Yeah.
Hold on, these pictures are not in line. Here we go. All right, here's the next one. You guys ready?
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, I totally know. What
I know
that is.
this.
You know what it is?
Go ahead. Read the
Go.
options.
All right. A, the Docensphere. B, the cacophonic. C, the sharpsichord. Or D, the telekesthetic.
Okay.
Okay.
Ladies first.
Wait, what was the first and second one?
A, the Docensphere.
Yeah.
Hold it in the middle.
B, the cacophonic. Just repeat the last two. C, the sharpsichord. Or D, the telekesthetic.
A.
You're going to say A,
feel like that
the
could be wrong.
Docensphere, Bill?
D.
You're going to say D, the telekesthetic. And Bill felt pretty solid about that one, but he was incorrect.
What?
Yes, it is the sharpsichord.
Darn it.
It was
both wrong
invented
again.
by
They
the
have
sound.
that at San Filippo.
Do they really? It looks so cool. I was
Don't
reading
they?
about it. Yeah.
Or is it, it might be a little different, but I saw stuff like that at San Filippo.
Well, this
Wow.
one was invented by a sound sculptor named Henry Dagg. It's an enormous
have a
pin
mini
barrel
one.
harp that is played through 11
Oh.
cylinders, and the pins strike the internal strings as they rotate.
Oh, never mind.
That is amazing.
That is
I
pretty
have
cool,
one of the
isn't it?
little tiny music box ones, and it plays Imagine.
Oh, really?
I got it in Ireland.
I have one that
That's
I
so
have a
cute.
music
I have
box
one that
says
plays the theme
Imagine.
to The Godfather.
Really? That's very cool. You should
Yeah,
play
it
that like
is.
creepily as like your children sleep.
Ding, 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 bring.
Oh my god. No, mine's so
That'd be
cute because when you
horrifying.
and then it goes like doo doo do do do, and then it keeps playing. It's so cute.
Yeah, I think I have the exact. I think my mom bought me one when she
All right.
went somewhere. All right,
Last round.
all right.
Let's
Just
go.
2 more.
Go, hurry
We're
up. Tony.
losing.
I'm hungry.
So.
All right. So, yeah, we're keeping Bill from lunch. Thank you, Bill, for being here for lunch. This is the coolest one. This is my favorite one on the list.
Yes.
All right, ready? Hold on. I have to flip my
Okay.
thing very quickly. All right. This is the instrument right here. This is by far the coolest one.
What?
This is a real instrument.
It's
Wow.
Is it?
horn viola.
Well, ready for the names?
So it's like a cello.
They're all pretty much along the lines of that. Is
Okay.
it A, the trampoline, B, the cello horn, C, the celestia, or D, the saxocello?
Cello horn.
You gonna say cello horn? What are you gonna say, Bill?
I agree with you, but just in case you're wrong, I'm going to pick Celestia.
That was my second choice.
It is B, the cello horn.
Yes. So I won.
And Heather, for the first time ever, takes the lead.
One-
I have
1-0.
1 round to tie it.
This is literally the coolest thing ever. So it's a hybrid created in 1936, and the sound of the strings comes through the horn, making
Wow.
what people can only describe as a mix between brass and strings.
So it's like an amplifier before there was an amplifier.
Yeah, pretty
it
much.
sounds like a horn.
Except it also sounds like a horn. Like it still has the brass tones, which is very,
We'll have to
very,
look it
very
up.
cool. Yeah, I had to
Cool.
check. I was gonna check it out later.
All right.
All right, this is the last one. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
This is the tallest one we have on the list, and it is a real instrument.
Oh my god.
What?
Marvel at it.
What is that?
Is it
Looks like
A,
those boom whackers.
the pipe tower, B, the harp of Xerxes, C, the hexacodal chimes, or D, the singing, ringing tree?
D.
You gonna say D?
Actually, I don't know. What was A?
A
The
was the
pipe-
pipe tower.
No, I'm gonna stick with D.
I'm going to go with the harp of Xerxes.
Heather was correct. For her second
my
one in a row.
God.
It is
Wow.
called, it's an actual sculpture. I could not find where it was.
Phil, you're
This is
never
just
gonna
one
be
that I
able to come
found.
back from this.
It
I'm gonna have
is
to hold
called
this over your head forever.
The Singing Ringing Tree. And that,
And I
folks,
almost changed my
is
answer.
Heather's first victory on this show.
Thank you.
Heather, I gotta ask, how does it feel?
It feels a lot better than losing every single time.
Well,
Bill, how do you feel?
Bill,
I
how do you
feel-
feel?
I feel,
Do you feel
I accept
ashamed?
my failure.
Okay.
I understand now.
Are you
Thank you.
ashamed?
I'm not ashamed. But I will say this, that there will be a rematch sometime in the future.
Okay.
And at that
You should come
rematch-
out. We're gonna have Heather back next year as a guest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and at
when
that
I'm home
rematch,
from
there will
college.
be
There will be defeat.
there will be blood.
Wait, I come home in like November. Just
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
saying.
Oh yeah,
So-
Bill.
Thanksgiving rematch.
Better
gone
start
from
getting your
September
music
to
trivia
November.
on, Bill,
I'm
because
gonna have
you
to
don't
just-
know what's
I'll
gonna hit you.
scour through music trivia. All right,
Just all
let's
the
jam.
weirdest stuff. All right, now
What's the first song, Tony?
the first song is called
Smoke Signals,
Signals
by
by-
Phoebe Bridgers.
That's right.
Who was my band of the week? Like
a while
2
ago.
episodes ago? 3
Yeah, I remember you
episodes
talking
a
about it.
while ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a
And that
while.
was when she was kind of like getting popular, and now she's actually very popular, which is really cool.
That's fantastic.
Very
Let's play.
interesting. All right, let's do it. You ready?
I went with you up to the place we grew up in. We spent a week in the cold, just long enough to hold in it with you. Any longer it would have got old. Singing Ace of Spades when Lemmy died, but nothing's changed. LA's alright. I'm sleeping in my bed again, getting in my head, and then walk around the reservoir. And you must have been looking for me, sending smoke signals, pelicans circling, burning trash out on the beach. thought something happened when you were a kid. I didn't know you then, and I'll never understand why it feels like I did. How soon is now in an 80s sedan? You slept inside of it because your dad lived in a campground in the back of a van. He said, this song will creep you out until you're dead. And you must have been looking for me, sending smoke signals, pelicans circling, burning trash out on the beach. I wanna live at the Holiday Inn where somebody else makes the bed. We'll watch TV while the lights on the street put all the stars to death. It's been on my mind since Bowie died, checking out to hide from the light. And all of our problems, I'm gonna solve them with you riding shotgun, speeding 'cause of the cops. And you must have been looking for me, sending smoke signals, pelicans circling, burning trash out on the beach. I buried a hatchet, it's coming up lavender. The future's unwritten, the past is a corridor. I'm at the exit, looking back through the hall. You are anonymous, I am a concrete wall.
All right.
Yes.
Well, up next,
Huge.
we have something
Huge.
different. We
Major.
were going to save this for the last episode, but again, we had some schedule changes. So along with this being the first ever circular episode of Heather and Tony's music
I
talk
like this
show.
setup.
I do like this, actually. We
cool.
should
It's
definitely
It's more
do this.
organic.
Yeah,
'Cause
and I feel like
you-
I can talk
when
to you
can,
guys now.
Like,
Yeah.
face everybody. You get
Next
you,
in the
you
club
can
budget,
look
we
for
can get
cues.
a track. We can get a track that spins around.
Yeah. There we go.
Yes.
That just says Heather and Tony's music talk show.
Yeah.
And it just spins in a circle the whole time.
Uh-huh.
All right. We
Okay.
have one more. This
Next
is an
year.
original. We were going to save it for the last episode, but we're going to do it today for you. It's called The Fog, Part 1.
Yes.
Your hair is a bumbershoot, shields you from the sun and moon. Envy my attention, I live in your affection. Late January residue, 2 brown flies in a silver spoon. Rooftops hang suspended, dreary ghosts like fences. Chicago's frost hangs on the glass, in a silver spoon. Rooftops hang suspended, dreary ghosts like fences. Chicago's frost stains on the glass. My old flannel hangs off your back. Lighter tries to warm us. Discount shares embrace us. She don't sleep tonight. Racing cars in the fog look like stars. Racing cars, an exam from the rest. Racing cars in the fog look like stars. Racing cars, an exam from the rest. figures dressed in gray wait for me in the trickling rain. Your swoons put me at ease, and I lose them in the sleet. Longing laces your lips, my ambitions lost in our kiss. We lose the world and kiss for a moment. It is just us. Let the fog take my eyes tonight, but I know that I won't stay blind. When this cloud has vacated, I'll be vulnerable and naked. She don't sleep tonight. Racing cars in the fog look like stars. Racing cars ain't exempt from the rush. Racing cars in the fog look like stars. Racing cars ain't exempt from the rush. Oh, she don't sleep tonight. 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 Racing cars in the fog look like stars. Racing cars ain't exempt from the rush. Racing cars in the fog look like stars. Racing cars ain't exempt from the rush.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you everybody for joining us on a very interesting episode of Heather and Tony's Music Talk Show. Thank you for Bill for possibly missing his lunch and joining us
Thank
today.
you, Bill, for starving.
And make sure you join us next week when we release the last ever episode of Heather and Tony's Music Talk Show.
Talk show.
Ooh. Roll the credits. There.
Well,
All right.
since my baby left me,
I found a new place to dwell.
Oh my god.
it's right at the end of a lonely bridge, heartbreak hotel, baby. I've been so lonely, baby. I've been so lonely. I've been so lonely, I could die. The bellman. I don't know the words.
Yeah, neither
I
do
don't know
I.
the second verse. I don't know the verses at all, actually.